Millions of amateur stock investors have logged onto trading apps like Robinhood to drive up stock prices for companies that some think are obsolete, but that others say deserve to stay in business. James Dow was a believer.
It was, in general, like the little guys versus the big guys. And in this case, I'm an amateur investor, so I'm a little guy. So it seemed like a movement I should support.
Reddit users in late January joined an online chat room to bring together millions of everyday people to take on Wall Street and major hedge funds. They invested in stocks that the big guys were betting against. While the social revolution behind these stock surges may just be getting started, the numbers are showing us just how risky these investments can become for non-professional investors. Over just the first 4 market days at the beginning of the surge, GameStop's opening and closing prices changed by hundreds of dollars. Wealth advisor Jay Spector urges caution.
Short selling is really something that should be disciplined for hedge funds and the like. It's a very, very dangerous financial game that is out there.
But the anger over Wall Street is steeped in a growing wealth gap. According to the U.S. Federal Reserve, in 1989, U.S. residents under age 40 accounted for 13% of household wealth, compared to 2020 when millennials and Gen Z under age 40 account for just 5.9%.
Millennials did not create the Great Recession, just like Gen Z didn't, bring COVID into the country. But we now have a responsibility collectively to acknowledge these economic inequalities and come up with a set of responses that can help people increase their kind of financial stability.
Nathan Ricks, a Gen Z investor, has been educating himself on financial trends since he was 16.
I'd say my main reasoning now is not currently trying to grow the wealth I have, since that's really limited, but have practice and understanding while the stakes are much lower, so that once I do get to that point in my life, when I start actually making a stable income and start making money and am in the market, I have experience and I have practice and I'm more aware of all the different things I should be doing, so I can make the right choices there to grow like my personal wealth.
Kramer says policies and systems have to change to help every generation build their finances.
We can try to promote more, income and, as I said, infusing cash into these households somehow, either by earnings or other kind of public policy. We can help people build up savings over time by kind of more accessible and responsible financial products.
Kramer and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer are working on several congressional proposals. A universal savings account for every U.S. newborn to start their lives with a financial asset. A measure to make sure rent does not eat up most of citizens' salaries. And 3, start workers early in their career on a retirement fund that grows, along with the investor. Investing in the stock market the right way is still considered a smart move.
Investing is a good way to accumulate wealth in the long run. Of course, I'm not like day trading every single day. It's more like swing trading, putting my money in and believing into companies, or putting my belief into companies that I believe will be successful one day.
The protests have quieted for now, but a generation may rebel again. In Phoenix, Emma Parkhouse, Cronkite News.